Hey everyone, and welcome to a brand new Class 66 Rocks review. So apologies for the lack of videos for the past 3 months, especially obviously over Christmas, where I usually do a Christmas special. Back in October 2022 I started a job as a HGV Class 2 driver. So I'm a newly passed driver on Class 2, so I passed my test in the August and got a job with a logistics company in October. Now the contract for that was sort of 3 months, because it's like I think it was a temp to perm, something like that, but they didn't actually tell me at the time that it was that. So at the moment I no longer work for this company now, so I'm currently again looking for another job on Class 2, because obviously I did enjoy driving Class 2 rigids. Obviously if nothing comes of that, then I'll probably have to think of doing something else just until there does come something up that I obviously want to do job wise. So obviously I've not driven the truck for about 2 weeks now, so I thought to pass the time I'd try and get a video uploaded onto the channel and just do a bit of something with that, and just keep looking around for another job basically. So without further ado, let's have a look at what we've got today then. So just before I show you what it is, it's just something a bit different. Now these models that I've got, some of you may know a certain somebody on YouTube whose real name is Tim Burton, so that probably gives it away slightly, and he actually owns these, well, the real life versions of these cars in real life. So I'm just going to get on with the review and we're going to find out exactly who I'm on about. So today we have got the Tarmac Works Mini GT Series SHMEE 150. This is the Ford GT in liquid red. It's a limited production run. Now I have got 3 of these. I've got the Ford GT, the Shelby Mustang and the McLaren Senna. So I'll be doing a review obviously on each of these in each of the videos. Now some of these I got off eBay, well I think 2 of them, and one I had to order off eBay, but it actually came from the United States, because a shop over there were the only people that had the particular one that I was after in stock. So I've seen obviously SHMEE 150 aka Tim at the Performance Car Show back in 2019 at the Birmingham National Exhibition Centre, the NEC, and I've always watched his videos on YouTube and well, and I follow him on Facebook and whatnot, so I thought I'd get a couple of these just to add to the car collection, well the small car collection that I've actually got downstairs in the cabinet. So let's take a look at this one then. So obviously as we can see, it's a Ford GT. We've got a Ford GT on the front. Turning the box around to the side, it says SH66, which is obviously the number plate. It's a collab model, so like a collaboration model. It's in 1/64 scale, just as a scale model. Obviously the front half of the car, the design is just on the side, with the rear half on the side of the box here. It has 273, which must be the item number. Obviously we can see we've got the social media links for the Mini GT, Tarmac Works and SHMEE 150. Apologies about the light, it's quite dull outside today, so I had to try and set the camcorder up in the best possible place I could. On the back obviously we've got MEE, which is obviously the rest of the number plate to SH66, so the main number plate is SH66 MEE. So let's take it out of the box and have a look at it. Okay, so it's just this way up. I'll take that off. Okay, so it's presented in a sort of block of ice packaging style. Obviously it just protects the model just that little bit more. So we'll just take the car out, place that to one side for a second. So first off, It's not too light, it's sort of not like overly heavy, it's sort of mid in between. But the detail that's gone into this is actually quite good. Now this is actually the first time I've actually owned a Tarmac Works model, so I didn't know what to expect obviously when it arrived. So obviously you have to really be careful with the mirrors because these are really delicate on here. If you pull them too hard they just snap off. So let's start with the front of the car. So on the front we've obviously got the liquid red with the gold racing stripes on the bonnet, across the roof and down the boot. And we've got the Ford badge. I don't know if the camcorder's going to pick that up, just in the middle there. And we've got the headlights on the left and right hand sides. Now I think the number plate to this, we haven't got one on the front, but I think there is one on the back. Turning the model round to the side now, obviously you can see the alloys. Just bring it in just that little bit closer. Obviously the doors, they don't open, but like I say, it is a nice model, even if the doors don't open. Turning the car around to the back, as you can see obviously we've got the twin exhausts, I think they are on the back, and obviously the brakes, indicators and reversing lights on the left and right hand sides. We've got the SH66 MEE number plate. Now I think the engine compartment in the GT, yes it is I think just inside the boot on this particular model, and I think that's what Ford GTs are like in real life as well, where obviously the engine's on the back and I think there's some boot space on the front, but if I'm wrong please leave your comments below. I don't think there's much else I can show you on this side. Again obviously we've got the alloy wheels which are painted in a very nice dark grey silver gunmetal sort of colour. Taking a look at the roof, obviously you can see we've got the gold racing stripes running on the length of the vehicle. I don't think there's anything underneath I can show you. Nope, there isn't. So obviously, even though this review obviously is going to be quite sort of basic, if you're obviously into these sort of vehicles and obviously do collect them, then it might be worth obviously picking one up from eBay or somewhere like that. Or if obviously you've seen them on SHMEE's Facebook page, which is how I saw this one, and obviously the other two, then there's always the opportunity to look at the way you can actually purchase them. Like I say, they were on eBay. I think there's some sellers in the UK who've got them, but obviously with these ones just be careful on obviously how much you pay for the models, because I think because they're a limited edition some people want a bit extra for them, so you have to sort of look at what they're worth new as when you first purchase them to obviously what people are charging on eBay or whatnot. But that is it basically. The Tarmac Works SHMEE 150 Ford GT in liquid red.